Pattern matching is the process of checking whether a specific sequence of characters or tokens or data exists among the given data. Pattern matching is used to determine whether source files of high-level languages are syntactically correct. It is also used to find and replace a matching pattern in a text or code with another text or code. Any application that supports search functionality uses pattern matching in one way or another. The whole point of explaining pattern matching is when we pass a value, we can respond differently based on the variant of that value. Regular programming languages make use of regular expression regex for pattern matching. In Reason ML, a strong typed functional language, you have variants. A variant is one type in a set of types. With Reason ML switch, we pass in a value, we can respond differently based on the variant of that value. This mechanism quickly becomes the most robust way of doing conditional logic as you can see the language. As you work with it, you get comfortable thinking in variants instead of thinking in if, else or ternaries. But Reason ML switch and JavaScript switch are a bit different. So how can we recreate some of this magic in JavaScript? We most commonly use the expression as if it's the left half of the strictly equals check and each case is the right half. As we make calls to reducer, our switch tries to make the action.type to the case with the same string. However, this limits how useful our switch can be because we can only operate on a single value in the expression. Is there a way around this limitation? Yes. Instead, if we use switch true and make each of our cases an expression, this opens up some possibilities. With each case as an expression, we can do things we could not do before, such as do multiple comparison on the same value, use predicate function to match cases, multiple values in those predicate function, use regex expression to match patterns. The key to using switch true in this way is to think of each case's expression as a pattern. The next thing that makes switch true similar to pattern matching is the ability to now use function in each case to generate matches. Let's consider the Reason AML example and adapt it a bit to the JavaScript. There are other benefits to using a switch this way, such as case fall through. Rather than writing it is an or expression, you could write two cases that use fall through to respond the same way. The switch statement evaluates an expression, matching the expression value to a case clause, and execute statement associated with that case, as well as statement in the cases that follow the matching case. A case clause used to match against expression. If the expression matches the specified value, the statement inside the matching case clause are executed, and then the statement inside all case clauses which follow the matching case clause are executed until either the end of the switch statement or a break. If no matching case clause is found, the program looks for the optional default clause, and if found, transfer control to that clause executing the associated statements. If no default clause is found, the program continues execution at the statement following the end of switch. If you forgot a break, then the script will run from the case where the criteria is met and will run the cases after that, regardless if a criteria was met. Method for multiple criteria. This technique is also commonly called fall through. This is an example of a single operation sequential case statement where four different values perform exactly the same. Multi-case chained operations. This is an example of a multiple chained sequential case clause where depending on the provided integer, you can receive different output. This shows you that it will traverse in order that you put the case clauses, and it does not have to be numerically sequential. In JavaScript, you can even mix in definition of strings into these case statements as well. Block scope variable within switch statement. With ECMAScript 2015 or ES6 support made available in most modern browsers, there will be cases where you want to use let and const statement to declare block scoped variables. This example will output the error uncount syntax error. Message has already been declared, which you were not probably expecting. This is because the first let message hello conflict with the second let statement let message hi. Even they are within their own separate case clauses cases. Ultimately, this is due to both let statement being interpreted as duplicate declaration of same variable name within the same block scope. We can easily fix this by wrapping our case clauses with brackets. A regular expression is a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern. When you search for a data in a text, you can use this search pattern to describe what you are searching for. A regular expression can be a single character or a more complicated pattern. It can be used to perform all type of text search and text replace operations. In JavaScript, regular expressions are often used with two string methods, search and replace. The search method uses an expression to search for a match and returns the position of the match. The replace method returns a modified string where the pattern is replaced, using string search with a string. The search method searches for a string for a specified value and returns the position of the match, as shown in the example. Using string search with a regular expression. Use a regular expression to do a case insensitive search for school in a string. Use a case insensitive regular expression to replace Microsoft with school in a string. Using the regex object in JavaScript, regex object is a regular expression object with predefined properties and methods. Using test method, the test method is a regular expression method. It searches for a string for a pattern and returns true or false depending on the result. Here is the example: searches a string for a character E. You don't have to put the regular expression in a variable first. The two lines above can be shortened to one. The execute method is a regular expression method. It searches for a string for a specified pattern and returns the found text as an object. If no match is found, it returns an empty null object. This example search a string for a character E.